Who doesn't dream of becoming wealthy overnight? Who doesn't want to become worry-free from financial debt and paying bills? Many of us have gone to sleep at night thinking about that, wishing we were financially stable and had enough money. We all want the extra cash that would allow us to buy what we want, take some well-deserved long vacations on a beautiful island, and just purely enjoy life. Well, how about going to bed and waking up to find yourself getting closer to that dream? How about waking up to find that you are wealthier than you were when you went to sleep the previous night? This is exactly what a passive income would be like, and in this video, we will be explaining how you will be able to make long-term passive income by owning some NFTs and see what potential the NFT space has to offer. So without further ado, let's get started in going over the details that would allow us to make our dreams come true. Let us first explain a little bit about what an NFT is. If you haven't already seen our previous video explaining NFTs in detail and going over how to buy them in OpenSea, make sure to check out the step-by-step guide in this video for more information. But for the purpose of this video, let us go over what is an NFT again to be able to explain how it is possible to make passive income out of it. An NFT is an acronym for non-fungible token, and it refers to a unique token that is special and that no one is able to duplicate. What makes it unique is the non-fungible part of its name. It is one of a kind, just like the baseball trading cards you might have traded as a hobby when you were a kid. Each card was unique, and if you traded one for another, you'd end up with a completely different card. Unlike cryptocurrencies, which are fungible, if you trade one Bitcoin for another Bitcoin, you'd still have one Bitcoin at the end, and this uniqueness is what makes the NFTs valuable. If that baseball card is rare and only a handful is made, its value would easily skyrocket, and similarly, when an NFT has a limited supply, the value of the asset would be much higher. NFTs are digital assets that represent objects from the real world. It can be art, music, videos, and more recently, we are seeing them as in-game items. NFTs can be bought and sold online with cryptocurrencies and are encoded just like crypto with that same underlying blockchain technology. Now, when you think of NFTs, you most probably can recall the pixelated CryptoPunks or the Bored Apes digital art. And this makes you think that the NFT token is a piece of art. But this isn't quite right. In the case of digital art like CryptoPunks, the token ID, which appears on third-party websites like OpenSea, is paired with an image URL that contains the NFT image. You might think that this token ID represents the image, that is, the NFT, but technically, on the actual blockchain, you wouldn't find any data for that specific image. The image of the NFT itself is uploaded on a server, while the token ID of the NFT is a mere pointer, simply indicating that it represents that particular image. As a matter of fact, an NFT can be much more than just a digital art piece. Let us take as an example a particular article on the internet. If you go over and Google anything, you will get, as a result, several pages that relate to your search query. When you click on one of the links, it will take you to a certain page where the article discusses the subject of your query. You will find the article surrounded by ads, and this is because the page is monetized. This means that whenever you are scrolling through the article and see an advertisement, the advertisers would pay Google for having their ad viewed, and then Google takes a cut and gives the owner of the article money. Let us say those web pages where there are ads are made into NFTs. The web page owner might want to encourage his readers to buy his article's NFTs, so he promises them a cut from the royalties. This means that whoever owns those NFTs would get a percentage of those profits made from the ads. So as many views as the articles would have is the amount of money the NFT holders would get from the ads displayed on the web page of that article. This, in fact, allows the people that support that web page to invest in it and earn rewards in return. And this is exactly what the core idea of a passive income earned from an NFT looks like. The NFT is a digital representation of a physical asset that actually adds value and allows its holder to earn in some way. Let us take another example that directly highlights an issue that many artists, specifically musicians, face nowadays, which can be solved by using NFTs. And this would give you another tangible example of how NFTs can be great for making passive income. According to BusinessInsider.com, Spotify is paying artists as little as $0.0033 per stream, allowing the artist to earn just a single dollar after around 250 streams of their song. This shows how major labels, as well as streaming services, are taking the biggest share of the musician's revenue, giving them only a small portion of their earnings. But NFTs are changing the game for those artists. Let's see how and take some real-life examples. When the band King of Leon put their album When You See Yourself for sale as NFT, they made a little over $2 million. They dropped 3 different types of tokens. One is a special album package, the second gives NFT owners perks for live shows like front row seats forever, and the third is an exclusive collection of audio and visual art. The owners of the King of Leon NFTs will be treated as royalty when there is a show. They'd have personal drivers, can hang out with the band before shows, and get front row seats. Artists are starting to attach real-world incentives to buying the NFTs. 3Lau is another artist who set up an NFT drop of a few hundred tokens that represent 50% ownership in the streaming royalty rights of one of his hit songs. So this is one way he has made his NFT owners earn passive income. Whatever he earns from that song streaming on Spotify, 50% of those earnings would go to those NFT holders. And artists, especially music artists, who have seen most of their revenue go to the production companies and major labels, are really earning a whole lot from NFTs. How much exactly? Let us talk numbers. As an example, let us take Pac's NFT entitled A Cube, a short video NFT that was sold for $500 per piece. He ended up selling 5,148 editions by April 2011. So at that time, he managed to make over $2 million, at least. Why at least? Well, this is because some of the 5,148 people who had bought those editions decided at some point to sell their NFTs. Since this NFT is doing really well, that owner ended up selling it at a much higher price, making some good profit out of it. Also, every time someone resells that NFT, Pac, who is the original artist, gets a 10% commission for that sale as NFT royalties. On that same day when he sold 5,148 editions, over 500 people resold their editions, giving him earnings of about $70,000 only by resale commission. But an important question comes into thought at this point. If I am a big fan of that artist and can get his music for free online, why would I buy the NFT? Well, let us be clear here. Artists are giving real-life perks to their NFT owners, but one doesn't truly have to be a big fan to buy that NFT. When passive income is a possibility with owning NFTs, investors and collectors who can see that the artist is going to do well and can see value in that NFT would rush in to buy it. NFTs aren't only about the art. They are, in fact, an investment, and the NFT space has still a lot to offer. Another good example of earning passive income from NFTs can be that of real estate. Let us take a hotel as an example. Let's say all that hotel was turned into a few hundred of thousand NFTs, and each NFT holder would get a cut from the profit the hotel makes. In this way, there is no need for a person who would want to invest in the hotel to have a couple of millions of dollars, because he would be able to join in for fractions of that amount by buying an NFT. Technically, the NFT technology has endless possibilities, and it isn't only restricted to digital art like the Bored Apes collection. There are many different ways we can take advantage of NFTs, and the whole technology is only starting. However, there are still a few issues that face the technology that we should mention. Such ideas, like that of the hotel, will have the issue of who would make the payments, because technically someone has to physically take all of that money earned, deposit it into the blockchain, and then send it to the different wallet addresses of the NFT owners. The issue here lies in the Ethereum network's high gas fees. And this is exactly what is holding back the possibility of making passive income from NFTs. So technically, there is a big chance for every stock in large companies to be sold as NFTs, but such ideas are still hindered by the enormous gas fees with every transaction that takes place on the Ethereum network. So let us know what you think the future holds for NFTs, and how would we be able to overcome such issues to make the best of the technology that would help every NFT owner earn some handsome amount of passive income. Would NFT be the end of poverty? Share your thoughts with us in the comments down below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't hesitate to do so to keep getting notified about videos such as this one. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.